What's poppin', fellow nerds? Welcome back to another Digimon gameplay video. This is round 4 from my Friday Night Locals from a week ago. This is my red Omnimon deck versus red Cresgarurumon. We are both X1 at this point. I lost to Black and Blue Megazoo last round, and he lost to red Saris. I'm sorry, he lost to green Sarismon last round. Also, real quick, check out both of our giveaways in the description. They do end tomorrow. One's a 1.5 booster box and another is a tournament promo pack, so check them out. So I unfortunately, quote, won the die roll and am forced to go first. So I brick pretty hard here, so I just hard play my Groundgermon. Just got 5s and 6s and a Gaia Force in my hand. So AJ starts off by digivolving into his Biomon, and I just have a little chat with him about the memory gaining Biomon, because I personally don't like it, but he explains his reasoning for playing it in this deck, which is Cresgarurumon costs 4 to digivolve, so Biomon lets you not get your turn ended when you digivolve. So yeah, AJ makes good use of the 5 memory I gave him by digivolving into an ultimate in his breeding area and then just hard playing a Monodramon to choke me at 1. I do get to choke him back by digivolving a Phoenix. He digivolves into the jamming level 4 that red has access to and chokes me back at 1. I finally draw a rookie. And I swing into a security with my Phoenixmon for 12k. And live. There's only a few things in his deck that I don't live versus. I know he's playing Millenniummon. I think he's playing Alter S, but I don't think he's playing regular Omni. And he swings with jamming into my security. And he hard plays his Agumon, put me to 2. I promote my Greymon out of my breeding area. I do run over his little jamming guy just to get him off the field. So I have a couple of options here. I could digivolve, but I choose to just hard play my 3-drop vanilla rookie, or my 3-drop rookie, so I can choke him at 1, just to limit what he can do on his turn. And he digivolves into his Dark Tyrannomon, most likely digging for Cress, but he does not get it. He hasn't drawn Cress yet in this match. And he digivolves into Gallantmon for 4, which is the only Mega he drew, apparently. I swing security for 12k with my Phoenixmon. And then I digivolve into a Lava Garudamon for 2. That's the 7 play cost, 2 cost digivolve 8,000 vanilla that red has access to. That glare is so bad, I'm so sorry. And I blitz his Mega back down to a champion. I could have Omnimon or Gaia Force, but I did that so I didn't give him a bunch of memory to work with, and I knew it would be hard for him to climb back up anyway, because he seems to be kind of bricked. And he digivolves into his Skull Greymon to put me to 3. I swing security with Phoenixmon for 12k. He blocks with his Cresgarurumon. Then I swing with Blitz for 13k for security +1, so a total of 2 security. And then I Omnimon just to clear his board, and it only puts him to 3 memory, so there's no reason for me not to do that there. And he Digivolves into Skull Gray and scoops. I think he was digging for a crest and hoping for... I don't know. I really don't know what he was looking for. I think he just did it to see what he drew, and then he scooped. He had no way to clear my board and avoid getting killed next turn. And AJ chooses to go second, which makes a lot of sense for the crest deck because it kind of relies on your opponent to have field presence. Obviously, I think going second is the best choice no matter what, but specifically for Cresgarurumon, like, it makes a lot of sense to go second. And I semi-brick again. So I put him to 5, and he actually opens up with a very good 2-card combo to establish a lot of early board presence. Groundramon into Crest into a level 4. Pretty good turn. This set me behind from the get-go in this game. It made me almost regret like even playing anything on my first turn, but I refuse to just hard passing and set someone to 3 when I brick. Like, I will always play something. I don't care what it is. If I can put something on the board, I will put something on the board. I don't want to just give them 3 free memory and not even get anything for going first. And I do Gaia Force his crest. I feel like I probably didn't need to do that, but I was concerned that he was going to Millenniumon or something on top of it and just become very annoying. I do draw a rookie. And I choke him at 1 and bang off the tie on the 5th card for my Agumon's effect. And he hard plays a Monodramon to set me to 1. And he is establishing just way too much board presence here. I am not a fan. And I do just play my tie. Looks like I drew my second one as well. So he promotes out of his breeding area, then Digivolves into Cresgarurumon. And he Millenniumons. And he initially thinks about targeting my Cresgarurumon, but then he targets my Agumon. His concern was me building up a big stack and either running over his Millenniumon or swinging into security for big damage. He explained it to me after the game. And I hard play a Groundramon and Digivolve into Phoenixmon. So right here was another subtle misplay. So I should have actually Digivolved on top of my Cresgarurumon. I should have gone Lavagreedamon for 2, Phoenixmon for 2, and then Omnimoned him and called Monodramon to clear 2 of his guys. And it would have put him to 5, and then I would have had a dude on the field, and I would have had to make him deal with that Omnimon. He does end up having a Gaia Force here, but I could have at least cleared some of his board presence by Omnimoning on my turn. I was just concerned about like losing my blocker on the field. That's why I didn't do that. And unfortunately, he does Gaia Force my Phoenixmon. And right here, I'm just Digivolving, trying to dig. If I could draw a Phoenixmon or a War Greymon, I could actually still Omnimon him. Unfortunately, I just don't draw a Mega, so I can't Omnimon him. So I just play the tie. I'm just hoping for a Gaia Force in my security at this point to survive another turn. That's my only chance of coming back. Otherwise, he has enough to swing for game even though I have a blocker. I do block one of the Monodramon attacks. And he does swing for game. No Gaia Force in security. Oh, and AJ mentions that he had a Skull Greymon in his hand the whole time, so he really didn't care about getting rid of my blocker because he could have gotten rid of it at any point. And I choose to go second for game 3. 1, because it's Red Crest, and 2, because it's me and I hate going first in this game. And AJ starts out by Digivolving into a Dark Tyrannomon and putting me to 1. And I Digivolve for 2 to choke him back at 1. And AJ reveals to the camera that his hand is a little busted. And he Digivolves to put me to 2. We do whiff with Agumon, and some of those cards I would prefer to draw, but not a huge deal. And AJ gets a Crest off and hits the Jammer. I think one of the issues playing against Red Crest with Red Omni is once they get ahead in board presence, if you don't have enough destruction, they're just going to outpace you. I just put him right back to 1. My hand's not actually that bad in this game. He's just currently outpacing me with his Crest. And he runs over my Cresgarurumon with his Crest, which is very smart. And then he Millenniumons and just completely wipes my board besides my breeding area. Brutal. So, just to be clear here, so I actually, this is the 4th round of my locals Friday night. And I just got done working an 8-hour shift at my job. My brain is fried at this point, and this is just a brutal like, I really, looking back on this, I have no idea what I was thinking. This is just me being brain dead. There's like 0 explanation for this. So I Digivolve into my BT1 War Greymon, which is step 1 of a correct play. It's swinging for, I'm pretty sure, 14 or 15,000. So I can swing over his Millenniumon. The Millenniumon will resummon itself to the field with its own effect. And then I can Omnimon to draw a card, get rid of his Millenniumon, and make him deal with an Omnimon on his turn. But instead of just swinging to security, like, I really have no idea what I was thinking here. Like, I mean, I guess it's not super obvious, but I definitely should have just cleared that Millenniumon. Like, there was no reason for me not to do that there. I didn't need to swing into security. And now that Millenniumon's just a free body that he has on board for no reason. Then he Gaia Forces my Omnimon. And now I can't get rid of his Millenniumon. And I Groundramon for 5. And Phoenixmon. Now Gaia Forces Groundramon. So at this point, Millenniumon's just an annoying body on the field. So I would rather him just not be able to crest me or just drop any kind of 6. He swings his Millenniumon again. And then he Gaia Forces my Mega. I'm digivolving into my Greymon that has a plus 2000 DP inheritable, since you can't tell by the glare. Then I digivolve into Groundramon to put him to 2. He swings with his Millenniumon. So I have Phoenixmon, so I can clear his whole board here. Except for he blocks with 1. Big sad, but that's fine. So I swung in his Millenniumon and he blocked with his Cresgarurumon, which is correct. Millenniumon's an annoying body. I do have the Alter S though to clear out the other Cresgarurumon. And I think I drew the regular Omnimon off of the Alter S. Yeah, I did. I would have preferred regular Omnimon there just to get rid of the Millenniumon in the situation. And he swings for 13. Survives again. Alright, and now he's pretty much set up to where if I don't kill him on my turn, there's no way I can block 3 hits. Because he has his Millenniumon, his Agumon, and his Agumon, and his Daycare. So, like, I would have to clear both bodies and then put a blocker on the field just to be able to survive the following turn. Which, being at 1 memory, be pretty much impossible to do. So AJ has pretty much set himself up here for victory. Like, I'm going to sit here and think about it for a little bit, but there's nothing I can do to keep him from winning on his turn. So I finally just swing into a security, activate Alter S's effect to make him unblockable by returning a level 6 to my hand. And swing with Agumon into security. And he does survive because GG does give him plus 1000 due to AJ's trash being 5 or more cards. And I Gaia Force. And AJ comes out and swings for game. So GG's to AJ. Well played match. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. But until next time, see ya.